Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys. Let's see what is showing up for the beautiful, beautiful fishies subscribed to this channel. This is good for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Universe, please bring in the most powerful confirmations, the most accurate predictions, and the best advice for Pisces. Please subscribe to the channel if you would like to receive more readings or just support me. I would love the support. Wouldn't hurt. So I appreciate it. And this one is going to be a general freestyle reading. We're not going to focus on anything specific. Whatever comes through, comes through. I'm going to be pulling, I think, 10 cards, and I might, maybe, perhaps, do reversed cards. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. Universe, please bring in the messages. Guys, on Sunday, today's what? Friday. On Sunday, I'm closing the $50 personalized reading special price offer. So if you want to get one, get it today because they're going to be taken off the website. You don't need to write to us an email or anything like that. All you need to do is go to the website and just purchase the product. On Sunday, it's not going to be there anymore. So, first card showing up, 6 of Wands. Pisces, this is a card of victory. This is a card of success. You're getting what you deserve. And others are getting what they deserve through you, I heard. So you could be a blessing for others, or you could be kind of like the karma server for others in your life. The good thing is, Pisces, that you have cemented yourself in a position of success. You know, people doubted you before. People doubted your efforts. They may have said, maybe this Pisces is just having a good, a good phase, a bit of good luck, 15 minutes of fame. Maybe this Pisces is, I don't know, maybe they did a spell that worked quite well and that's going to fade off at some point. You may find that people in your life have been seeing you that way for a while. But I think that now you have reached a point in which they can't really say that anymore. They can't really deny it. It's like in their face, they have to accept it. Well, Pisces did it. Pisces succeeded. Pisces proved everybody wrong. Pisces is capable. Pisces is successful. That's all I'm hearing. There was something that was taken from you, Pisces. And as you probably know by now, if you follow this channel, I don't believe that anything that is ours can really be taken from us. So inevitably, down the line, at some point in time, life tends to bring that balance back. But something was definitely, someone attempted, someone tried to take something away from you, okay? Sorry, let me adjust this quick. And I think it has something to do with love, with a soulmate. Maybe there was someone who wanted to be with the person you were with and somehow, talk ill about you, or I don't know, just did something that broke the connection or the relationship. Maybe there was some kind of like magic involved, perhaps. This could have been someone that wanted what you have or had, or someone who just simply wanted you to suffer. And I know that sounds really fucked up and no one wants to hear it, But I don't know, I do find that Pisces has that, has that, how can we say this? People around, no, like, yeah. I find, okay, fine, I'm not going to say that. Please. I was going to say something. And I don't feel like I should say it because, like, I felt like Spirit just choked me. Like, don't say that. Okay. There's this tendency, I feel, when someone has a very big purpose, whether it is to be a mentor, whether it is to be a light worker, whether it is to heal generational curses in the family, whether it is to be the first, really abundant person in the lineage, whether it is to discover something important for humankind. I feel like when there is a big purpose that has the potential to really change things for the better and elevate the frequency of the collective, I feel certain entities, certain dark energies, have an ability to work through the people in your life to destabilize you, to affect you, to create circumstances that are not necessarily ideal, let's put it that way. And I find that someone in your past, in order to destabilize you, in order to almost like fuck you up so you couldn't do what you came to Earth to do, they may have broken up a love. They may have broken up a partnership. You may have been with someone very important at the time for you, and this situation may have been affected. But what is yours, and it doesn't go anywhere. The attraction is still there, the romance is still there, the connection is still there, the respect, the bond, the unity. Years may have passed, but you and this person share something that cannot be broken. So it might be coming around now. Not necessarily to, come back together with that person if that is not something that you want, but definitely to review and reconnect with. As a challenge, we have here the Four of Cups reversed. I think that you have been victorious, Pisces, for quite some time, but you haven't necessarily been happy. I feel like maybe your victories and your success and your achievements bring you happiness. Your purpose, your routine brings you happiness. But I think that there has been maybe a wall around your heart protecting you from feeling vulnerable or unsafe. And that has prevented you from pursuing happiness like maybe you used to before. And there's a new outlook that wants to come in. Spirit is almost telling you, doesn't matter how much things you achieve, if you're not happy, what's the point? Doesn't matter how many titles you earn, how many degrees you get, how many trophies, how much money, or whatever you get. If you're not allowing happiness for the sake of happiness to come in. So this could be something like, an example, an athlete. Someone who trains all day, every day, obsessively, persistently. And that brings immense success and devotion and a feeling of purpose. And that person loves it, right? But Spirit seems to be telling that person here, when was the last time you went out for fun? When was the last time you lost control of it? When was the last time something excited you and you just, invested maybe money or time, energy, effort to just enjoy something. So that outlook wants to come in. That happiness is important, that pleasure is important, that joy is important. And maybe this person from your past, they gave you that. And maybe they're trying to come into your life again. And so is that influence they had on you. In the recent past, we have the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. So someone may have come back into your life, yeah. Someone courageous, someone very passionate, charming, energetic, adventurous, free-spirited, someone that can be rebellious, impulsive, even hot-tempered at times. The thing about this person is that they can be unreliable. This could be someone who's in and out, in and out, in and out. Someone who might be very self-centered and not necessarily aware of how their actions impact others. Like they seem to have a very narrow view and they just don't have the consciousness to understand that when they choose what's best for them, the way that they do it, the words that they use matter, leave an imprint on another person. And maybe Pisces, you have a past of being this way. But it seems like you're not moving forward now. Not in that area of your personality. You are succeeding a lot. You're being recognized. You're very confident, And that has a lot of merit. I'm not trying to take that away from you at all. That is worth sometimes sacrificing, certain things in order to get that success. I totally get that. I'm a little bit too resonant with hustle culture, but they're telling you here, is that all there is though? In the present moment, we have the Chariot in reverse. You may have been almost stuck for so long in a certain area that you may have forgotten how to move forward. Maybe some of you guys could be even asking yourselves, like, how do I learn to live again? Like, how do I return to social life? Or how do I reconnect with this, that, or the other? I'm getting a reference on my own personal life. So when that happens, I share it with you guys. My sister passed away, right, a while back. And I was pretty much absolutely and completely destroyed, right? And I was blessed and lucky enough to be at an age and a level of responsibilities that I could just go back home to my mom and just kind of like be in bed forever. Pretty much. I mean, what can I tell you? It was awful. So I spent like a year completely like just eating and sleeping and exercising and trying to like exist and survive. I didn't work. I didn't do anything. I was just there being like there. And then the next year, I also was very, very like hermity. Didn't go out, didn't want to see my friends, didn't want to do anything. I pushed everyone away. It was awful. And then I was like, yes, okay, now I'm ready to live. 2 years. It's been 2 years of solitude and healing and, prioritizing my mental health. And I feel good now. Let's start living. And then COVID started. And I've pretty much been sort of quarantined, right, during the pandemic. It's just not the same. My country's definitely not what it used to be as far as like the freedoms that we have. Technically, I could be doing all those things, but, I don't want to expose myself that way. And that's kind of like the feeling I'm getting here. Like maybe some of you guys have been taking life a little bit too privately, or in solitude, or in hermit energy for a while. And maybe it's starting to affect you. Maybe some of you, I resonate with this, I'm familiar with this. Maybe some of you guys don't know who you are anymore because so much time has passed that you have like lost direction in that area. Some of you may be actually kind of mad about it. Some of you may be blaming others. And even though I do get a sense that someone here tried to, or successfully, ruined a relationship here for you, a romantic relationship or connection, I don't think this is about anyone messing with you. I think that this is maybe you putting on a protection around to not be hurt, or to keep things at a very non-stimulated, peaceful vibe around you. Because maybe you needed that, or maybe you need that now. But in the future, we see that changing. We got the Judgment card. So right now you may feel like that happiness, that joy is like trying to get in back into your routine, into your life. But in the future, I think that you make a decision. Some of you might even get it in the form of like a wake-up call. You may realize like, holy shit, like I have to change, or this has to change. And you're going to make a final choice. You're going to follow what you understand to be your life purpose, your inner calling. But not just about being there for others. Not only about achieving success or wealth or freedom. But about you enjoying things. You're being represented here by the Queen of Cups. So even in this energy, even in this space, you had a reason to be there. There's a lot of healing. There's a very intuitive, supportive energy that you have given yourself, Pisces. Warmth, empathy, patience. So if you feel like this needs to change, I don't feel like you have to do it out of fear or out of regrets or any kind of lower energy. It's not like you have to say, oh my God, I fucked up my life, now I have to change, oh my God. No, like, what I'm actually getting is more of a, okay, I recognize that I need more joy in my life. I recognize that this, that, or the other are not balanced. So, gently, I'm going to move in that direction. And I say gently because it is the Queen of Cups. In your environment, the star. Life, the divine around you are bringing in and kind of like surrounding you with energy of hope and renewal, miracles, inspiration, positivity. It's like you're going to be bombarded with a lot of energies that represent your wish fulfillment, but not your ego's wish fulfillment, your soul's wish fulfillment. So if what you want is a goal, an achievement, recognition, that thing, that what you want is success, I mean, you might get it, but that's not what I'm seeing here. What I'm seeing is the universe pushing towards you, surrounding you with all the things that are going to make you feel happy. Not necessarily out of the ego, I repeat, out of the soul. So how would this differ? Okay, so instead of getting that promotion at work that you have been busting your ass for, you're instead gonna be having this moment in which you connect to poetry and listen to a beautiful song and you're visited by like a hummingbird and the sunset is just spectacular. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like the difference. And nothing that you have done is wasted. Nothing that you have done here is wrong, Pisces. There's times and times for things. There's times to invest in success, stability, money. There's times to invest in our spiritual awakening. There are times to invest in our physical health, mental health. And at the end of the day, they want to congratulate you here because you have really made yourself a priority in your life. Before, you may have, without even noticing, put everyone else as more important than you. Because you were so generous, because you were so compassionate, because you're so spiritual. But now you understand the real balance here. Pisces, I feel like you actually thrive in hard work. You thrive in planning. You thrive in seeing results and being perseverant. It's not something that you dislike when it's important to you. And what I'm getting here is Spirit wants to tell you, you don't have to go slower. You don't have to stop achieving. You don't have to stop being successful. Not at all. All you have to do is honor the need for happiness. Understand where your happiness comes from. What is fulfilling to you at this point in your life? Maybe it's not the same things that were fulfilling to you in the past. Maybe you need to rediscover what you like. Continue to... It's not like... instead of choosing one over the other, they're telling you implement both. You don't have to stop working. You don't have to stop putting in the effort. You don't have to stop anything that you're doing. But you do have to include joy and happiness. Because what's the freaking point then? What are you doing here then? Many Pisces feel like the wounded healer. But if you think about it, that is a point of victimhood. Well, I came to this earth to serve the collective, and that's all I'm doing here, and that's all I'm supposed to be doing here, so as long as I do that, whatever, like that. And that just becomes an excuse to get into a comfort zone that does not bring you joy, usually. It can be something you enjoy, but it's not... You're not here just to kind of like... This is not jail, if you know what I mean, like Earth. You're not here to pay a sentence, you know what I mean? You're not here to, complete your time working, mentoring other people. You came to this Earth because the Earth is a school. It's not about being tested, in my opinion. This is very, very personal. This is not something that all of you are going to resonate. But the way I see it is not that we come to this earth to be tested and to see if we said the wrong thing or did the wrong thing or if we hurt this person or not, if we're selfish. I don't think that there is an evaluation going on. I think that ultimately you evaluate yourself when you cross over from that high level of consciousness, if anything. But I don't feel like we are here to be observed and then condemned. I feel like we're here because we had the opportunity to be here, as if this is kind of like a virtual reality collective game. I almost always think about it this way, like my soul and my sister's soul hanging out in the living room and playing like virtual reality games and putting on like the headset and shit, and we may have put the headset for this life and we're like, okay, we want to live here, we want to do this, I want to be your sister, your older sister, I want to do that, just kind of like a trip, like choosing a scenario that you want to live, a role play. And she passed away, and I just imagined her taking off the headset and being like, okay, I'm done. And and me, continuing to play. continuing to be exposed to that, virtual reality game that feels so real, of course. And, I'm choosing to be here because I want to enjoy it. I want to feel it. I want to live it. I want to experience as a soul being in this human body, having sensations, having emotions, having a ton of mental diagnoses, for better or for worse, having friendships, having heartbreaks, having everything. Because in a soul level, it's just different. This reality is more dense here. We get to experience things in an overwhelming way. And I think that when we have that perspective, we realize we are creating the experience. So what is it that I want to live? What is it that I want to do? What do I want to experience in that game? Because if you are putting a virtual reality headset to sit down and work all day, every day, like, no wonder some people are just so freaking miserable that they don't want to be alive. If I was playing a virtual reality with a headset like that and it was so boring and so awful, I would probably take it off. I would probably ask for a more exciting game or something. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to serve you, but that's how I see it. And, if that person from the past that you felt was somehow taken away from you or something was sabotaged or something, if that person represents the ticket for joy into your life, maybe because of that person's personality or the way that you used to do this, that, or the other with them, ask for them to come back in. If that is what you want. Because now it's all about the happiness. It's about the joy. It's so much more important than you realize. And yes, it's okay that the hustle and the grinding and the thriving, it's okay that brings you joy. It's real. That joy is real. It doesn't have to go anywhere. But that is joy, human joy, mental joy, ego joy. You need more soul joy, okay? How is that going to look like for you? Comment below. Let me know what makes you feel happy in your soul. For me, it's nature. For me, it's traveling. For me, it's poetry. For me, it's a really nice glass of wine, sunsets, and lovemaking, and magic, and herbs, and candles, and tarot cards, and, speaking to my angels, all of that. It can be anything, writing. So let me know if you would like to share in the comment section below what makes you feel that way. Okay? Music to instruments, different languages, I don't know. Anyway, my loves, this is what I have for you. The $50 personalized readings are going to be taken off the website on Sunday. These are 10 to 15 minute readings, one question specifically. Or, it could be general if you don't have a question as well. But it's around 10 to 15 minutes. You'd be surprised how much information you can receive in 10 to 15 minutes. Like, when I offered these readings and I opened up this, different way of doing them, I was like, that's very little time. I hope I don't feel pressured. I hope I don't feel like I'm, blah, having to speak super fast. But you'd be surprised. It's quite complete of a reading. So yeah, if you would like to get one of those, you can do so right now at the store. Things are 50% off on the website, not the readings, not the personalized readings, but everything else. And since we are in Mercury retrograde, and we are, I think we still are Venus retrograde, I'm not entirely sure, I suggest you take the courses that help you go back, revisit moments of your past, and heal. I had such a beautiful healing experience yesterday. Sometimes my guides they're like, sit down, we need to do something for you, blah, 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 and they kind of guide a healing session for me, and they remove things and add things. They're pretty much a therapist. And it felt so good. I can't even. So the past life regression course, I think, could really take you there. In this lifetime and others, you know, going back, what made you feel how? Are you feeling like you need to keep yourself safe to such a degree that you're pushing everything and everyone away? Go back to that experience. Remove those energies. And you're not going to need to push everything and everyone away. At least that was my experience. So if that resonates with you, sometimes we're going through very similar things as a collective, check out the past life regression course. Just by listening to the audio, allowing yourself to imagine, you're going to be shown memories of this life or past lives or anything that really is holding you back. You're going to be exposed to those memories and those images and those feelings. And in that session, your spirit guides are invited to come in and help you and heal you. All you have to do is like lay down and listen to it, and it can be so transformational. So, I mean, there's a lot of other things discounted in the website, but I don't know, if you're resonating with this message and this kind of energy that is showing up in this particular video, I would invite you to the past life regression thing, immersion. It's 50% off right now. And what else? Well, of course, I would invite you to follow the YouTube channel for your rising sign and your moon sign. And if you're not a Pisces sun, your sun sign, okay? I opened a channel for every single one of the zodiac signs in both English and Spanish, but I'm only going to be posting monthly readings. If I get a chance to post more, I do. But it's just, you know, another layer to the messages that you can receive, okay? I love you all so much. Thank you for joining me this beautiful morning. Make time for joy, all right? Please subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.